Um, this is I am Hunter Gizmond, and this is my associate Gundahar.
And Gunderhar. I see. It's a pleasure to meet you two. I've been investigating for the past few days, and I thought it would be best if we coordinated our efforts.
Yeah, they look at you and they go, "Why would we need your failed investigation? Your notes? We seem to be doing pretty well ourselves."
You have you? You were just in the Chancellor's office. Did you find anything?
Perhaps. Tell me, priest. And like you can tell they're playing with you a little bit, right?
Of course.
The one that introduced himself as Geismond. Um, he's definitely the bigger of the two. Um, he's got nasty looking pistols, like little pieces of scripture, the little freaking purity seals that Warhammer loves so much, on his jackets and stuff. He kind of is being very physically threatening to you, in his stance and posture. The other one's a little bit smaller, but again, similarly decked out, and is circling around you as you speak. They're definitely attempting to intimidate you.
Right, and Father Leon is attempting to stand strong. But of course, he's just a single old man, so he's not going to be intimidating back here or anything of the like.
No, this isn't just a check. This is just sort of the stance of the situation.
Yeah, and I will go. My investigation is far from failed. In fact, I believe that there are things afoot that are deeper and more powerful than we could have possibly imagined, especially when I began my own investigation. And I will reach into my bag and, slightly shading it from like the public side of view, I will show them the skull.
Okay. Yeah, you don't like to slowly go into things.
No, I'm going full speed. Well, this is honestly an all or nothing gambit too, so let's see how it pays out.
I'm not entirely sure what to call this one. Probably, I don't think you're intimidating them.
No, I'm definitely trying to woo them to my side.
Yeah, I think it's a charm. Make it a charm. Make it challenging.
Okay. But yeah, this is definitely me trying to say, look, we absolutely have the same goals, and I am good at this. 45. So close. I really do want them, though. I want them.
Want to make the fortune pool?
Well, I haven't been spending many on the other sessions, so I'm going to be the greedy one today. I'll do it. Let's do a reroll.
Go for it.
It doesn't work anyway.
Yeah. You can tell their posture hasn't changed. They're definitely trying to read you and your motivations. And perhaps they find this suspicious, but witch hunters literally find everything suspicious. That's their job. But the one in the front grabs the skull, and he says, "Where did you find this, priest?"
At the burnt-out house during my own investigations. I had meant to show it to the bishop today, but things have changed a little bit. What with the attacks?
Yes. They have changed a little bit. He just takes the skull from you, and he he's holding it, and I think he puts it in the bag, and he says, "Do you know what it's from?"
I do not know precisely, but I believe it is a creature of the abyss. The man once had a name, but he is no more. and dead.
Well,
God.
creatures of the abyss don't leave skulls.
And perhaps some sort of beast man or the like. I did not see it with my own eyes.
Hmm.
The thing burned to death, I'm sure.
The Inquisitors eye you.
That would just be a failure of my own personal lore at that point.
What was that?
But yeah. Yeah, I'm just like out of character comment. That's probably a personal failure of my own lore at this point.
Yeah.
Not quite aware of those things.
Yeah, I mean, but it's like,
Mhm.
it's like, yeah, this is. I think it's a creature of the abyss. It's just whatever it is doesn't really matter. Like they're just trying to offset you anyways,
Mhm.
right? You probably wouldn't know that much about how like greater demons work, but
Yeah.
normally when they die, they don't leave anything. They just go back to wherever demon place they come from, the abyss.
Mhm.
So yeah. Yeah, they go. Perhaps you would like to go someplace more relaxed to chat.
Where are you suggesting?
The chancellor's office is free.
Yes. Well, the Chancellor's office is free.
Um, Geisman looks at Gundahar and he says, "Get your tools, Gundahar." And then they both laugh.
And I'll laugh too. We get that like nervous, like you're totally joking, right? Laugh.
Um, and Geisman will sort of like he grabs you by the arm and drags you in.
Okay. I'm going in anyway.
Um, they come into like sort of the nice office. You can see everything has been sort of torn up. Anything that was paper was neatly stacked into like corners.
Mm-hmm.
But like everything else has been torn and ripped and shredded. Anything that were possibly something could have been hidden has been destroyed in this office. And they take you to, and they sit you down in the chair, and they're going to ask you to tell them everything you know.
I will go ahead and try to entreat upon them, and also describing the threat in front of us. And I will go, take a deep breath first, as I try to figure out exactly how I'm going to word this. There is a deep conspiracy in this area, one which has threatened this place before. Surely you have heard the story of the, gosh, what was it again? The Winter Goddess, where she once had attempted to reign this land and was fought back by an empire who could barely take it. I believe she has returned again, and I have the proof of this. And if you believe me, if you can trust me, a fellow member of the faith, a noble faithful of Sigmar, and a paragon of my own order, that it is my own duty too to fight off the abyss and the terrible things in the darkness with you, then I believe together we can work and end this threat before it gets too far.
Well, they are like mulling over what you say.
Mm-hmm.
Like, to be honest, priest, the weirdest thing we see here and they point to like the drug use. It's odd, but times are hard. Civil war is coming. Stuff like this happens.
It is
Um,
true, but I know where the drug comes from. From a small town not too far from here, just downriver. It is under the sway of a noblewoman known as Lady Brianna, and I have found evidence that she is not who she says she is.
and they ask you to produce the evidence.
I will go ahead and take out the book that I have, the one indicating everyone's birth and ages, and set it down and go. As you can see, it does not match her description of who she is.
I'm gonna go. Yes, we heard a Lady Brianna was given rank and title. That is interesting, but this proves nothing. I imagine the witch we have in the dungeon will tell us more.
That is true, for I will tell you, I have already spoken to them, and they are the eyewitnesses of this themselves. And it
Try a
is not a
hard.
crime that they
Try
are being silenced.
try a hard charm roll.
Yeah, this is a hard one. At least going down there is true. Hey, 66, but that's over 30.
Yeah.
Dang.
Okay.
I don't think even re-rolling is going to help me reach under that, though. That's
Uh,
hard.
this is the unfortunate part. So remember how I said like innocence proves nothing,
Of course.
right? So you just admitted to basically, you spoke with suspected witches, who are guilty,
Yes.
obviously.
I will tell them on the bishop's order I went down there and I spoke to them.
However, this is a critical fail.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's supposed to have some meaning, some weight. I don't want to kill you,
Of course.
right? Because I feel like that would be really unfair for just like you're dead. You walked into the jaws of the beast and they closed. So we'll say that like the conversation, maybe it goes on a little bit longer, but no role required scrutinized test here. You realize you've now become a prime suspect, and you have a very big feeling that when they go back to the church and find out their prisoner isn't there, that you will become like suspect number one.
Of course. And I imagine at this point I am probably still entreating upon them as witch hunters to fulfill their sacred duty, to look at the evidence that I have brought them and to bring justice. But they're probably falling on deaf ears at this point.
Well, anything you say at this point. Did I think it's a total failure? Maybe not, but this has certainly not gone your way as you expected.
Mm-hmm.
Do let you go, but they promise they're going to speak to you later and to not lose yourself.
I see. Well, then I ask you only one thing. Before you go, please. And I'll go ahead and pull out this empty vial, which is not suspicious or anything, and go, return this to the bishop. He'll be wanting it.
Nice. Okay.
Yep. So they're going to leave, and I have to do new plans now.
Yeah.
I made my best stab at that.
I don't think it was a complete failure. I think you just caused problems for everybody, including yourself. So that seems to be generally
100%.
how this goes. How RPGs go in general. You've created more problems, but at least you also
It's
created
okay. It
problems.
was only a matter of time.
You've also created a lot of problems for other people too. So, what next?
Yo, I believe I probably need to go to the mining guild.
Okay. Yeah, the same sort of accountant is there. I believe they were unnamed.
Mm-hmm.
And like the guild hall is all but empty, but like a couple of hanger-ons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bob or something.
Yeah.
And of course, I will go to Bob and or the accountant here and just go, well, I have both good news and bad news for you. And for everyone else, too.
What's that, Father?
I know where Martin is.
And they like sort of scuffle and talk around. Where is he?
He's in the dungeon underneath the church. And I tell you this as well. It is possible to save him.
They like he kind of like shoots a look at the others and he goes, "Oh, Martin's a witch." That's
Absolutely not.
yeah, he thinks. He's like, "Okay, save him. How will we save him?"
Gather everyone who thinks that there's a chance, who cares for Martin and his safety, and believes that there's a future. And I will talk to all of you. And I will tell you how.
Uh-huh. Okay. Where? Like where? When? When do you want us to meet? When do you want us to get together?
Sneak into Martin's house. That seems like a safe place.
Does seem like a safe place. Okay, I'll get them there. How fast?
By tonight. There will be time. I will be there. And waiting.
No, he nods.
And I imagine it's actually probably already evening, isn't it?
Yeah, it's getting late.
Yeah, so everyone will have dinner and then probably eventually come by. So I'm going to go to Martin's house, and that's where I'm going to attempt to hide for a while.
Makes sense. I think, yeah, you can safely assume you're pretty screwed now.
Mm-hmm.
You're probably just as wanted as your
Yeah, fair assumption.
Rutherford at this point. You know, it won't be very long before they figure out like what's happened, that the prisoners have escaped, and who is responsible.
Yes. But I suppose if I go to Martin's house, I'm going to accidentally bump into these guys. That would be
Yes.
you two, yeah, Rutherford and Genevieve.
I was thinking we should probably sleep, but
Yeah, I'm gonna make Genevieve pass out.
Yeah, you hear like someone sneaking into the house. You probably get tens. Father Leon like walks in and goes, "Ah, what are you doing here?"
I just imagine Genevieve's like trying to sleep.
Well, it's a poor place.
Question: do I still have boots?
You have boots? No.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Oh my god! I'm naked.
Well, not entirely. You are well clothed. Want to put that out? Just no shoes.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I just have a cloth. That seems indecent.
Yeah. You have no equipment. That is somewhere that you will likely never see it again.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the prison guards do not like leave your stash of things heaped up, right outside.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
But yes. So with you two here, I suppose I should tell you what's going on. You did not rescue Martin, did you? Given that he's not
No.
here.
His foot was broken and he couldn't move.
Well, I assumed as much once I started hearing other news. So, I have decided on a plan. The miners will be here tonight, and together we shall rescue Martin and extradite him and perhaps get you back your armor and sword.
I have a sword. I just need armor.
From there, we will need to extradite him, and we will have to do it to the castle. And we'll have to do it quietly through the tunnels. That will be our goal. Do you two understand? We cannot fail this time.
Well, we at least know one thing. We know how to make it through the tunnels. And by the way, we also know that Zaid is in the tunnels, and we know where he's hiding in the tunnels.
Oh, the halfling? Oh, well, I suppose it's just as well that he's well. What is he doing down there?
I have no idea. All I know is that he's busy. That's all he said to me. I'm going to assume something Or maybe he's just hiding in there. I don't know.
Maybe he's just waiting for you to pay him so he can tell you.
That's also something I've considered.
I'd save my money, perhaps. Whatever he's doing, he'll do, I'm sure. As long as he's safe, then I don't have to worry about him. That's just I don't want to think about him in the future. But here we are anyway. So he's safe, you understand the tunnels, and you two will be leading the charge.
Right.
Well,
I do hope
it's
you are
only
up for
fitting.
it. Though I suppose you're unarmed. Perhaps the miners will have an extra pickaxe for you, but I will be joining you.
We have weapons.
Mhm.
Oh, you do?
No clothes, but weapons.
Nope.
We
No
have.
clothes, but weapons.
We're indecent, but totally weaponized.
Well, I suppose
glass
that's good enough
cannon.
then.
If we get stabbed, we're screwed. But we have weapons.
I suppose I've been asking a lot of you two lately, and I would understand if you don't want to go through with this, of course. But I believe this is our best shot, and plans have been laid the best that I can lay them.
At this point, since everybody wants me dead, I'm assuming that I should just go through with this.
Well, you could always run away, find a new life, maybe somewhere that won't be under the reign of another, terrifying monstrosity.
I
But-
do not run away.
But I
Well-
tell you this, in the words of my friend, if there's something that must be done, you must do it. That is what they would say.
Well, considering that this is going to haunt me for the rest of my life, I'm probably going to do this anyways. And my father is somewhere in a dungeon, so I have to take care of that soon enough.
Indeed. And hopefully we shall once we handle the business here. Wherever you go, or whatever help you may need, Genevieve, I promise you, I will be there to assist you. For all that you have done for me and this town.
Well, thanks for the offer. Let's hope I live through this.
That's the sort of spirit Saint Aeneas likes to inspire. Helpless adversity against the hordes in front of us. Oh, well, the miner should be here any moment now.
Meanwhile, I'm gonna find some boots in Martin's place.
Boots were the first thing that got stolen.
No!
Maybe the poor people next door that I keep giving money to have boots.
Oh my god. We just taking these poor people next door. We just keep bothering these poor people next door. They're just gonna be
Not really, they show up. At least the guy does.
Oh my god, I'm gonna ask him for boots. I will offer my silver shilling.
You don't have those, by the way. If you had money on
Oh
your sheet.
god, I don't have money either. They took my money. Those
Here,
bastards.
take a silver shilling. You need the boots.
I will offer him one silver shilling for some boots.
I got paid a gold last time, he says.
And she's just like, well, guess what? I'm bare naked and I can hug you right now and accuse you of touching me indecently.
He says,
And
you are wearing a rag that is perfectly not indecent.
totally indecent. I don't know what you're talking about. It's Middle Ages.
Oh, that's
I'm
right.
showing-
For Genevieve, like, her ankle is showing
My
indecent.
ankle is showing. It's totally indecent.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. And he's like, oh, fine. I'll give you a pair of my boots. They look like they'd fit you better anyways. And he, like, walks back with a pair of boots.
Yeah. She still gives him the silver shilling because she's not an evil person. So
You have a pair of old, worn miner's boots. About a size
Old
too big.
miner's boots.
So I suppose we will do some waiting. How many people will show up?
Like about 15 of the out of work miners are here.
Mhm.
They like
Good,
are
good.
crowding in this place.
While we're waiting, can we only be healed once per day?
I believe so, yes.
Okay, never mind then.
I don't have additional bandages anyway.
I mean, if we wait past midnight, then technically. I do have the priest
Oh, if you have
clothes.
some, then that's good.
I mean, I don't
Alright.
need a shirt.
Well, at any rate, so there are 15 miners here, and I will greet them all. Greetings, everyone.
They're crammed in here pretty good.
Yeah. To try to make room as best as you can. Let me get up on this stool.
And you also kind of have an idea that this is going to look very suspicious pretty
Of
soon.
course.
Okay.
And I'm going to go ahead and say, my friends, I am Father Leon, and it is good to speak to all of you. I have grave news. Martin is in the dungeons beneath the church, and though he has been accused, I know in my heart that the man is guilty of nothing more than greed in his own heart, which I will say is a sin I should save him from, but I must first save his life. And so it is my goal that tonight I shall go down into the rat tunnels beneath this town, and I shall rescue him, by myself if need be. But I know he is your friend, and your boss, that you respect him and trust him. And though I have had my difficulties with him in the past, my disagreements, he is still a man, and I will do all that I can to save him. To this I promise to all of you. And if there is a man among you brave enough to follow me, then please, come with us.
Make a leadership. Make it normal, I think.
Okay.
Mm,
I've given them plans, I've given them hope, and let's see how it works. Hey, I did it.
There's like some agreement, and some people are like, "Yeah, I'm not getting stabbed by a witch hunter." And like quickly, people are leaving. But
Yeah.
you're left with like 5 or 6 miners. They have various knives and mining picks, right? They're all pretty big people, and they're like, "All right, so what do we do?"
Well, the plan is simple. We shall go down to the rat tunnels. These two know their way through it, and there's a hole straight to the dungeon, and the prison is not too far, of which I have already seen. When we rescue him, we shall flee down this pathway, and we shall arrive at the castle. And there, you all shall be safe. That is my guarantee. If we can do this all under the cover of darkness, and without being seen, for which I believe Rutherford is a skilled master in.
I'm sorry.
You see this Father Leon like trying to contain his own giggles in the process. Then I believe all shall go well, and when all is said and done, our town shall be free of the influences that truly affect all of us.
Okay. Yeah, are you guys leaving right away? Did how long has it been? Genevieve, you can go ahead and have the effects of like a bad rest, so you can go up to unhindered or not unhindered, imperiled.
Imperiled.
Yeah.
Okay.
And same with you, Rutherford. While you guys are sort of like waiting around.
Well, I would not wish to spend too much time. The longer we wait, the longer they have perhaps to find out, or put more of a barrier, I should say.
Okay. You like are heading this moment.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you guys head through the tunnels. everyone's pretty excited, right? Like they're happy they're gonna get to free Martin and do something. Zaid, while returning from your searching for the prima materia, you can definitely like see our small army marching through the area. But
Are you
in other
using
words,
that word rhetorically, or because you remember I used to be part of a small army, so
yeah, using it like rhetorically, right? Like there's just like a very there's a small group of armed men like running through the tunnels, led by none other than Rutherford Genevieve. And
Alright,
that
I've
police-
only been half been paying attention. So they're running through these tunnels with children.
no,
I swear I heard the word minors.
yeah, yeah, funny. Anyways,
An
so
army of children.
yeah, so you see that, but in other words, you have returned from your whatever the excursion.
Right.
Okay. And our little combat party, as they rummage up, you have led them to the fake wall. It's been remortared and bricked. The guys are like, "Well, is this the place? Is this where we're at?"
Is it Rutherford? I didn't get a
This
look
is
at the
it.
hole. Well, I'll do what you do. Father Leon just takes like a step back, like expecting something.
We're like, "Well, like these are picks and not hammers. I mean, we could. I'm just this is like not our job, like guild rules, you know."
Damn the rules. All right. Well, all of us together then. And I'll take like the back of my spear and I'll be ready to like kind of like push it in at the same time that they strike too.
Yeah, it actually takes a little while. They've remortared it, and sort of like as the bricks start to fall, you can see that like there's some stuff shoved in front of it.
Mhm.
But as the bricks fall, you hear someone, "Oh, not my fucking wall again!"
I'm sorry, Brother Desper.
and and he runs. He begins running and shouting and saying, "There's heretics in the dungeons again, or the crypts." Yeah. So
Okay.
let's see. The 6 miners are able to break through rather quickly. But Father Leon, you're as the leader.
Mhm.
Are you the first to step through?
I am.
As soon as you sort of step through, you can see that turning the corner is Witch Hunter Geismond, pistol raise, and you can sort of hear the clattering of feet behind him.
Quick question. Proximity of the prison itself. The miners can get to it from here, or we have to like round the corner and go through these guys.
We'll draw a small map because
Yeah.
this is how I've been
Yeah,
imagining
so we're
it.
clear.
Yeah, and then this was like a storeroom or something. So basically, okay, you are in the crypt. He is in the dungeon.
Which, this dungeon or this?
Right, I realize that doesn't come until it clicks. Yeah, right there.
All right, so we need to go
Um,
straight ahead, basically, to get to him.
And that's where the Inquisitor is. Yeah,
All right, so the Inquisitors are blocking our way to him.
at least one of them is.
Okay. I am stepping forward, and I will call out to the witch hunters who are very aware of my presence and go, "Stand aside, witch hunters. The righteousness of Sigmar and Saint Aeneas is coming through."
Make a hard intimidate.
I don't think I actually have intimidate.
No.
Where is it? The guy's guile. Oh, it's under strength, isn't it? No? Combat? Brawn? Yeah, brawn. There we go. And you said hard?
Yeah, that's hard.
Alright. Well, 25% chance, right? Holy shit.
Holy shit! There you go. Hey, sometimes 25% chances go.
Damn.
Yeah, I think he thinks about it, or he hesitates. I think is the correct answer, right? How good is the effect really going to be? But yeah, I think he definitely hesitates. It buys time for sure for the rest of the people to get in the room.
And while they're doing that, I will go ahead and just do it another time and go, run to the bishop then. There's no need for you to put down your life. You will be needed later to fight the forces that will avail us both. Tell him that Father Leon politely rejects his offer, however generous it may have been. For there are things greater than the both of us.
I don't think the effect. I don't think you have
Yeah.
any real chance of success.
Yeah, of course.
I don't think they're gonna back down. Like, I think you got the hesitation.
Mm-hmm.
And while you were talking, he just sort of is like gonna redouble and probably shoot somebody.
Okay.
Because the thing is, like, they will probably, instead of just killing you, maybe now he will take you alive and question you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, but I guess this is the point where the fight starts.
I'll throw a brick at him.
I'd rather begin with the brick.
For some reason, I totally see Rutherford doing that. Just grabbing a brick and throwing it at him.
Words don't work. The gold doesn't work. Just kill him.
Just use a brick.
The brick.
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
Also make the situation a little bit easier. Okay. Oh no, Father Leon tokens are popping out of nowhere.
Oh my God,
Aha, he has been the deceiver the whole time. You can't prove it.
Are you saying we should let you burn?
The first thing you come to. More a good character here for the demon hunter. Or not demon hunter, whatever they are, witch hunters. That's what they're called.
Yeah.
Well, nothing says witch hunter like Minotaur.
Oh God.
Oh, that looks right. That looks perfect.
He's a visitor.
And I guess if I'm facing them, then I guess I'm like over here. Right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh no, you're down there.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
down here.
Yeah, there's like a hallway, right? It's like it's not really this large, right? Like it's not big. Likes. But like he kind of like faced you. He has a pistol drawn, and maybe the only reason he put it down when you talked to him is because he was waiting for you to get closer. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? What's what he'll say later.
He's waiting for a hug. He was touched by words.
At the moment, he's flanked by just a couple guys. Definitely looking at them, the people seem a little shaky. No matter how well equipped you are, nobody really wants to fight a fight that's 9-on-3.
Yeah, of course.
It's not a winning proposition in this, even in this. Okay, let me see. Townsfolk.
I guess we're also waiting to like draw the Rutherford and Genevieve onto the map too.
Yeah, see them? They're on the bottom.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, we're here.
Oh, okay. I've been looking at the wrong area the whole time.
Okay. Ooh.
Did everyone die?
They're about to.
No, I just
Slowly.
meant the silence, the incredible
No,
silence.
It's okay, I've
Yeah,
been
I'm
shot.
Yeah. The unfortunate thing is about using push to talk is I can't like say anything as I'm filling out, stuff. Okay, Rutherford. So there seems to be an intent on fighting here. What would the hero do in this situation, Rutherford?
Charge.
Oh
Okay.
god.
So you would basically have to spend all your movement, and you wouldn't even make it into range. Right. This is a far range. We'll do every square costs 2 movement to go through. And if you're a half, we'll just fucking round up. I don't care. So if you can figure a movement for that and you can get the charge, you may go ahead.
A hero would do that, but I won't do that. I'm gonna throw a brick.
Okay. Just make a simple melee attack. Or a simple ranged. You miss.
Mance just lands at his feet.
Yeah. Father Leon.
I believe I would probably lead the charge. But also, I would suppose, I believe there's a leadership action I can take to inspire people or something, isn't there?
I believe there is, yes.
And I believe that gives some kind of bonus or other. I'm just not sure of the specifics. What shall I do to
You can
follow
make
through on that?
in a inspiring words. You make a leadership test. Um, all allies equal to your fellowship bonus. Add 1 to damage and peril threshold.
Ooh, okay. So I'll go ahead and do that. So let's roll.
Mm-hmm.
That is a failure.
Well, you can try it again on the next round, but you may only.
Okay.
I think you can only successfully use it once. But maybe I'm wrong.
And can I
will
also move at the same time?
Yep. So that was 1 action point. You have 2 left.
Okay, so I will go ahead and move. My movement is 7, and if each of these costs 2, then I end up 6 up here, unless we're rounding up.
Yeah, just round up. It's fine.
Okay, round up 1 more. Bam.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm in the hallway. Yay! I'm done.
Okay. Genevieve.
I am going to move to 6, 7. I'm gonna charge so I can be at the wall essentially. So in case there's like a range attack, I don't get hit. But that's all I can move.
Okay.
Yeah.
Guess I'm gonna. All right. You see him take out his fancy ass pistol. And he cracks a shot off.
Come on, headshot and instant death. Let's do it.
Oh god.
Not quite. But the bullet like cracks into one of the miners.
Ooh. Tell me what happened with the rolls here. He like missed me and it just shot wide, or he was aiming for one of the miners the whole
Nope.
time.
He aimed for one of the miners.
Ah, what a jerk!
And then I rolled his damage, d6 plus 1,
Mhm.
and he got a 6. So then it exploded.
Nice.
Shoot. There's supposed to be another roll here. Yes. Oh, it shouldn't be plus 1. It should be like, yeah, plus 9. So 6 plus 9 is 15 plus 5. Yeah. Does someone want to roll me on the grievous injury table twice?
What's the roll?
D100.
All right.
This poor miner.
I got a 7.
Roll again. That's actually he is fate, but you have to roll twice.
79.
Okay. $79. $79. Yeah, you just see the bullet rips through his elbow.
How?
He drops his mining pick and he hits the ground and just starts screaming as like the gore and bone shatters across, the thing. He's still alive though.
Oh, that's good.
But not for long as he's bleeding.
Mhm.
Okay.
Do we know how many like rounds of
Well, now he's probably got to reload his pistol.
yeah. But that takes time or action, right? I imagine.
Yeah, if it's
Yeah.
like a flintlock, that's like a minute, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And he draws a beautiful looking sword and begins to descend the steps.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I'm getting that sword.
The miners are going to try and swarm him as best they can, except for one person who's going to go over and check out the guy who just got shot.
I just want the man's armor.
We're just gonna tear all this stuff off of him.
Yep. Teared it off. He teared off my body. I deserve revenge.
Yeah, I'm sure killing one witch hunter will make the other one love you. Okay.
Well, I don't have to kill him. You can just, make him naked.
Rutherford.
Yes.
What do you
Absolute
do?
charge.
Can't charge yet. You're close.
Do a lot of movement.
I can get right in front of him, right?
Every square costs 2 movement.
Oh yeah.
Not every. Yeah, it's not the other way around.
Just start going. I want that sword. I see
Alright.
money.
Father Leon.
Hey, my turn again. Let's see. I could rally them right now, but I think I could use 2 actions to charge straight in.
Okay. Roll your attack.
Okay, let's take a look at how this works. New buttons that I haven't pressed, everybody. Here we go. So I have Fire Hardened Spear. It has qualities. I'm gonna roll them.
Okay. A miss.
68 to 50. Yep. Unfortunate. That's okay. Actually, I have qualities. Do these do anything? Adaptable and reach. I wrote them down at some point.
Adaptable adds +1 damage if you like are using it as a two-hander. And reach lets you stand a little bit further back.
Okay, I'll stab him from here then.
Sounds good.
Okay. So that's my whole turn. That was 2 actions. Just a charge.
Okay. Genevieve.
All right. I'm going to let's see, move to 4, 6, double it. If I charge, do I make it in front of the witch hunter?
Yeah. It's like a double movement to charge.
All right. Yeah, 2. Yeah, I can make it. I'm going to. Do I have? Well, I do have actually enough action to attack because that's just 2.
You get a free attack, yeah. So you can actually aim. You may want to save one to parry.
Yeah, I'm gonna save one for parry for sure. I'm just gonna. Yeah, I'm just gonna attack.
Go for it.
All right. Fun time. Right. Let's see. If it rolled, oh, it did roll. Nope.
Oh, and you can't re-roll that because it was a critical fail, right?
I
can you?
don't know what. I don't know the rules about that.
Usually you can't re-roll critical fails unless you have something that says otherwise.
All right.
Okay, you usually just roll the 2d10 plus 2 peril you suffer.
All right. 2. $2d10 plus 2. 17. That takes me. All right. Ignore 1 skill rank. All right. Yes.
Yep. Ignore 1 skill rank. Okay.
Yep.
Sorry.
Random question. There's no bonus for like multiple people against a single combatant in this one, right?
What was that?
There's no bonus for multiple people against a single combatant, right?
Oh, that's actually a good point. Not really. He's not surrounded. He's defending. He's defending like a hallway at this point. You don't really have him surrounded yet. He's got you in front of him.
Okay, so there's a lot higher bar to it.
Oh, and he's literally an impenetrable wall. Opponents do not gain an advantage when they flank, outnumber, or surround you in combat.
Aha, there we go. Cool.
Let's see. So fired its shots. Holy shit.
Genevieve goes unconscious again.
No. Probably not. Probably worse. Genevieve the witch hunter looks at you and says, "You will die." He issues you a challenge. You are defenseless to all of his melee attacks.
Okay. Why? But okay.
Because he's issued a challenge, and I guess you've been intimidated. It just says select one foe. That foe is left defenseless to all melee attacks and called shots made with melee weapons.
All right. I mean, I was already defenseless before. This just adds to it.
He will aim.
Mm-hmm.
He's looking for an 80% to hit. Wow. There you go. Misses. Yeah. Oh, actually, he's looking for an 85%. Oh. All right. Miners. The first one's gonna charge, and they're gonna start trying to pile in. We'll call it double charge.
The injured and bleeding one is back in the action.
Oh yeah, he should be.
Yeah.
He's not charging.
I was going to
I
say,
feel
like,
like
I don't think he's moving.
he technically is alive, just can't hold anything at the moment.
Yeah, he might as well stay
I think he's gonna die in like 3 rounds or something, 4 rounds if he doesn't get treatment.
Oh, shit.
Sometimes things
Okay.
happen.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do. All right, 2 rolls. Hey, look, a hit. It will not be parried, and the witch hunter will suffer peril.
Suffer peril with me, witch hunter. Suffer peril.
Is that enough? That is like they are imperiled.
Job, miners.
No, the witch hunter, because it
The witch-
flubbed it. It flubbed. It critically failed the defense roll.
Oh dear. He
Yeah.
goes unconscious.
We both pass out while we're fighting each other. Oh my god, if that happens, I'm gonna laugh so hard.
Does then hurt him? It does, and the miner scored a hit.
Miners, you're so awesome.
And guards come smashing in.
You are now my favorite people.
Oh, actually, they charge. So they do get another D6 on that.
Yeah, that's true.
That's your 4. So that's a total of 14. No, meets the threshold, does not exceed it. Okay. All right, first one misses. Looking for 55s. Hits the miner. Miner tries to parry. Miner fails. And damage. These guys are +5s for 9. Only hurts the miner once. Okay, not too bad. Things are not as bad as they could be.
That's very nice.
Rutherford, you could squeeze in the fight if you wanted to charge, if that's what a hero would do.
That's absolutely what would happen.
Okay.
Charging.
Do you spend a thing to
Aim.
whatever? Yeah.
But I
Okay.
do what a hero does.
What's that?
Get +20.
Sounds pretty good.
Jesus. Suffer your corruption.
No,
That would have been a lot of damage too.
I know.
Can I re-roll that?
Finally on.
Hey, I think it's time for me to try to inspire leadership again. And I go, look, they are on the run. They are not the great fighters you imagined them to be. And I will leadership. Hey, so I believe I get to choose 5 people, which is basically everyone in front and this guy next to me.